In today's video, we will be covering the modding scene going back from 2017 all the way up to 2020. Now there's a lot of information to talk about within these 2 years or 3 years, so this might be a series going from part 1 to part 2. Part 1 will cover season 3 to season 5, and the other one will cover season 6 to the recent season, since not as much happened between them seasons. Now if you do enjoy today's video, I do recommend you leaving a like, showing that you do want another part, and that you are enjoying the content, and if you want to subscribe, it's free, so a lot of you aren't subscribed, it kind of just helps me out a lot as well. Apart from that one, let's get straight into today's video. When it comes to season 3 and season 4 modding, the only things that really were around were leaking. Now, the leakers that I did know was someone called JH9, and that was when the rocket spinning emote, which was the holographic one, was first leaked, and it was leaked on mobile. So I'm going to put an image on screen now of what I did look like, which is a link to a Reddit post, which was posted back in 2018, I'm pretty sure, in the early 2018 days. And as you can see here, that was one of the first modding, or even just leaking in general, that ever did get posted. Now, I'm not too sure on the method that was used here. I'm pretty sure it probably could have been some sort of, I don't think it was CID or EID swapping, since it was on mobile. However, I've never really looked into modding mobile in general, so that may be the option for that one. Now, the next season we are going to jump onto is season 5. Now, personally, this is where modding just kicked off and it started going uphill from there. This is when everyone was getting involved. People like Landon, people like Happy Power, people like Ali, all of the people that are still around today and still even post modding today, like Happy Power, and I don't think Tasty and Alpha do anymore, but they were some of the big names back then. Now, one of the big things that originally did come out of it was doing custom skins, custom weapons, and trolling and stuff to do with Landon and Ali. Now, Alpha did post a video, changed it into satellites, changed it into husks, and just saved the world monsters in general. So I'm going to play a little bit of the clip on screen now, and as you can see, this is where he was trolling people, he was going over with different things, and this is kind of the first we ever saw when it came to modding skins and modding meshes and modding textures. Now, another thing Alpha did do was he did make a custom skin for Ali. He made a quick showcase and shown it to a lot of his viewers. Now, this was the same method we do use today, which was using custom U-bulk files. Now, I think it looked pretty good for one of the first custom skins, and it's kind of crazy to think that we do still use this method today. Now, another big thing that came out of the season 5 modding scene was something named as CID swapping. Now, CID swapping is when you've got two different CIDs that match the same length and you swap it. So let's say you had, I don't know, an example would be the Skull Trooper, and now you could swap the Skull Trooper for the Renegade Raider by swapping out the two CIDs and replacing them with each other. Now, this never did work in game, however, it was something that was used for leaking. In fact, my first video I did post on Fortnite modding involved using the CID swaps for leaking. Now, some other big content creators that did come out of it was Key and KSG and Mythian. Now, Mythian is still around today, so is Key and KSG. They've kind of spread out to do their own content now. Mythian does things on cracking and hacking and stuff like that, and Key and KSG's moved on to doing Minecraft, which is some pretty entertaining content. So I'm going to leave both their links in the description. Make sure you guys do check them out. They make good content to this day still. Now, the type of things that they were doing were custom skin tutorials. There was also a fiddler script method that allowed you to change your username to anything you wanted. So I'm going to put a quick thing on screen right now. Essentially, you use fiddler, you could change your name from, I don't know, Aqua Players and change it into Epic Aqua Players, or you could change it into Ninja or not Tifu. And back then, it was a big thing that people used for trolling. Now, Key and KSG made a video on how you could change Save the World guns into Battle Royale. So, like I said, I'll put an image on screen now. As you can see, there's a few guns there. I think that's a Super Shredder that replaced a shotgun, a few things like that, and it was once again just another thing that kind of kicked off season 5 when it came to modding. And then later on into season 5, we had Jaron come along and make something called Consul. Now, Consul was pretty private, I'm pretty sure, back then, until it kind of been used again in season 10. Now, he was season desist, which if you don't know what that is, essentially, I'll put a definition on screen now on what happened. So, quite a few people back then did get a season desist, and essentially what Consul did was it gave you every cosmetic, and essentially just gifted it to you when the gifting method did come along. Now, a lot of videos were made out of that, well, like more recently, around season 10, season 9, a bit like Mythian made, which was gifting myself every skin. That's when that subject kind of became a thing, and that kind of does cover the main basis of what happened in season 5. I'm pretty sure towards the end of the season they did patch custom skins working in game, so I don't think too much really came out of that, but that is the basis of what happened over season 3 to season 5. Now, I'm not going to bore you too much longer. If you do want me to get into what happened in season 6, I'll probably make a second part for this video since I don't want to drag this on for too long. If you did enjoy today's video, I recommend you leaving a like on the video to know that you want a part 2, and subscribing to the channel because it shows me that you're enjoying the content and you want to see more. Apart from that one, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.